We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. On first down, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he stopped immediately there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action, Ryan. They'll roll him out right. It's caught, Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Gurley. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Falcons.
Now Ryan on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught on the right right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Ryan able to get this to Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
The kick is
and he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Falcons 14. Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Marlon Davidson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He's brought down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And as much.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Matt Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones on the crossing route, complete. It's Tate. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jones on 3rd and 2. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Matt Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dave Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. throwing now. Ryan on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Complete to Saquon.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
The score, Falcons 41, Giants nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
That is on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
41, Giants 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Butler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll make it 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Just like they smash. 45.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Check, 45's the mic. They can't hang with us. 45.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now it's Ryan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
Now Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And it's for pride now that the Giants do get a bit closer. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
44. Giants, 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cassius Marsh in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He's got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing, and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and
about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They find some open field here. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 21.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give right side. It's Butler. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons add on.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
The score, Falcons 54, Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you...
He's got a man complete. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
A first down carry for Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Barkley, the ball.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
29-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything.
And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 54, Giants 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Butler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a give right side. It's Butler. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pick up a 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
At the Giants 41.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? for the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll run with Barkley, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Keep 15. Keep 15.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jones.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stay.
And he's going to go down again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 72 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Taken down.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Ryan wants to throw it. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 43 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off around the 41. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes.
Always.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Number 35. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Atlanta.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.